Got a plate of front knuckles going in. Right now, I just drilled and counterbored this big 24 by, I believe, 39 and a quarter plate. That's 3/4 thick. It was toe clamped down. I drilled and counterbored for all these bolts. Now I'm going to go ahead and put them in. Remove my toe clamps with a 7/8 wrench. This one's stuck, and since that, I'll show you a little trick that I do. Grab this pair of nippics here. Give it a couple taps. Touch the other way. Normally, it'll come out because what happens, there's a little bit of space between threaded rod and the hole, and chip will get down in there and it'll lock up the threads. Hit it around a little bit, causes vibrations, which moves that chip, which will allow you to spin it out by hand. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Blow out these 4 holes. Replug them. With these in-house made Delrin plugs. We have a fixture plate that has half 13 holes with a 5/8 counter bore on 2-inch centers across the entire table of this here VF3YT. Mark those down so my subplate holes don't fill with chip. There's that. And I'll see you at the next op stop. Hey guys, well, this is the next op stop. All these holes, those are all tap drilled for a 1/4-20. Next up, the tap. See you at the next op stop. Okay guys, we're back. Next tool up is this big 4-inch face mill. Let's take a look at it. That is a Kennametal face mill. Double-sided inserts. They're uncoated inserts. There we go. It'll focus. Double-sided, uncoated inserts. just polished. It's the best thing for aluminum. As you can see, this is kind of where the state of the plate is now. We get 32 handles out of this plate. There are quite a lot of holes drilled. I don't know if you can see them. There we go. But there's a lot of holes drilled. There's 2 drilled and tapped holes, 1/4-20 for each handle. Right there. Got my pinky and my ring finger. Well, let's go on and let's start actually seeing what this thing becomes. Okay, so here we go with the 4-inch face mill. Cycle start, and here it comes down, spinning 10,000 RPM. It's gonna stop, and then watch as it flips on through coolant. And then here we go. Okay guys, so what I did was I stopped the program. This is gonna be a long time. I'll show you what this part looks like. So that is the interior of 3 handles. Starting on the 4th. This is gonna be a bit. Okay. So here I am on the workbench right in front of the VF3. It's going there behind me, going on what you guys just saw. Sitting here, this is basically what this is making, but this is the loop style. Currently I'm making the knuckle style. When they come out of the machine, they look just like this. After this being side 1, next side being side 2, this is what they look like. This is the finished product, but not quite. There's still handwork I need to do. So, my DeWalt drill, chamfer bit. Those 1/4-20 holes need a slight deburr on them. There's that. Normally I don't do this kneeling. And then my other DeWalt drill has a 1/4-20 tap in it. This solo cup that you guys saw at the beginning of this video, at the beginning of this clip, this is not drinkable. This is coolant. What I do, tap in the coolant, and then just make sure that it is perfect and good. Bolt goes all the way through it. I re-tap it, blow the sucker off. Now this handle's ready for QC. Okay, I don't have a microphone as of right now, but to take you guys back through all of this. This is the pile that's done. There's a pile right over here. Go through, I'll finish all these. Okay guys, we're back after the 1/2-inch end mill. I ran the chip fan so then I could clear it off a lot easier because man did this thing make some chip. Let me take you, show you what I mean. Look at all of that chip. There's a chip auger down there, which the coolant flows and flows everything this way down towards the chip auger, and the chip auger runs it out into that bin. But with this much chip, we gonna have to grab a broom. I'll do that after I show you guys these knuckles. Look at all of this. So, that 1/2" end mill, it leaves a sharp edge, which after I sweep this machine out, we'll go back through and I'll show you how I get rid of that sharp edge and make it nice and pristine. Here we go. Awesome. Nice. If my camera will focus. Nice curved edge. Perfect. Perfect in here as well. But that edge is still sharp. So here we go. Let's see that edge. There we go. Look at that. So this edge here, see how it's curved? That's done with what's known as a corner rounding end mill or rad mill. This edge is a, I believe, 3/16, and that is an 1/8. The internal there and the internal of these. But that edge that we just finished, that's not radiused. That is at a 45-degree angle, and it's done with what's called a chamfer mill. So here we go. Next up is the last portion of this program. They're missing one thing: branding. Here we go. Okay, so now that I've got all of these handles deburred, finish tapped, and everything, they're gonna go into this. See it? It's a divider box. It makes it easier to transport because now the coolant we use is water soluble. But this machine has quite a bit of tramp oil in it, which not enough that it's affecting how the life cycle of our coolant, but it does leave a slight oily finish. So what we're going to do, stack these up into this box, and then since we Cerakote, we utilize Cerakote, but that is how we coat all of these. Mostly all of our products. We do all of that in-house. I'm gonna go wash all these, give it a nice, clean, sort of just bare aluminum finish, get all the oil off of it, so then whenever it does go in the blaster, it prolongs our media in the bead blaster. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Here we are at the end of the day. This is the finishing of side one of CMM Offroad's front knuckle handles. This has been part one. Part two will come later of us finishing this plate and pulling out finished parts and finishing those and going through QC and everything. This is the first video. Thank you for going along on this journey with us. Hopefully there will be a lot more. But for right now, let's go ahead and look at this finished plate. So, if you see, there's a lot of these little nubs right here and on the back side, and those are a lot bigger. So, the small ones, I can pull off this pair of Nippics. The ones back on the back row back there, I'm gonna have to handle jog the machine at 10,000 RPM with the end mill in it. Excuse me. And mill those off by hand. It's really not that long of a process, but pay attention to, check that out. So we finish the knuckle engraving, and then everyone has the exact same depth of engraving and everything like that. These triangles back here and up here have a 1/2 inch hole in them, so we can take these tungsten carbide 1/2 inch end mill broken shanks. Basically, these are precision ground for when they are an end mill to, I think, a dimensional tolerance of plus or minus 5/10, or less than that. But they are perfectly 1/2 inch. They fit through this plate, through the plate into the fixture plate. There's a 1/2 inch hole in the fixture plate. The reason we do this is so that when we flip this entire plate, we have dimensional accuracy and positional accuracy as we flip the plate. So, as I said, thank you guys for following along with us. Keep an eye out for part 2, and I'll see you next time.